This is part 3 of our 4-part series on how you can manage your GDM. In this video, we will be talking about 5 main healthy eating tips for GDM. Previously, in part 2 of the series, we talked about the importance of eating patterns, carbohydrate foods, and portion sizes. Healthy eating to control your blood sugar levels is more than just following my healthy plate. Here are 5 tips on how you can improve the quality of your diet. The first tip would be to choose whole grains frequently. Whole grains help to control your blood sugar levels better because the sugars are released slowly into your bloodstream at a constant pace. The fiber in whole grains also have a lasting effect on maintaining a steady blood sugar level even on the next meal. Besides, whole grain varieties are usually richer in fiber, vitamins, and minerals than the standard options. Making whole grain choices is not as difficult as you may think it is. There is a broad range of whole grain options available. Here are some examples of common foods and their whole grain alternative. For white bread, you can opt to choose wholemeal or multigrain bread. And instead of white rice, you can swap it for brown rice or try mixing white and brown rice together. For foods such as cookies, the healthier whole grain alternative would be to have whole wheat crackers instead. Lastly, for paper dosa, it would be better to go for chapati as a healthier whole grain alternative. Tip number 2 is related to the first tip, which is to increase your fiber intake. Fiber is beneficial as it helps you to fill up with little effect on your blood sugar levels. On top of that, it also helps you to clear your bowels regularly. Now let's look at some foods which are high in fiber. These foods will include your non-starchy vegetables such as your leafy greens, cabbage, bean sprouts, broccoli, cauliflower, and capsicums. These are vegetables which can and should be eaten freely without it affecting your blood sugar levels. Aim to fill up at least 1/4 of your plate with cooked vegetables or 3/4 medium bowl of cooked leafy vegetables. If you are preparing salad, aim for at least 150 grams of raw leafy vegetables. Just a reminder that starchy vegetables like potato, sweet potato, pumpkin, yam, sweet corn, and tapioca are considered as carbohydrate-containing vegetables. Hence, they should be eaten in exchange for rice and its alternatives. Even vegetables like carrots, radish, and lotus root need to be controlled to 2 tablespoons at each meal. If you are eating out, aim to order at least 2 portions of vegetables from the economical rice store or pick at least 2 vegetable options if you are having Yong Tau Fu. You can also always try to include a side salad on top of your main meal. The third tip is to eat protein-rich foods in moderation. Protein-rich foods help to support the growth of your baby, maintain your muscle stores, as well as body tissues. However, please take note that too much protein intake can lead to excess weight gain. Hence, it is important to eat them in moderation. Foods that are rich in protein would include lean meats, chicken, seafood, and fish. Aim for at least 1 palm size of chicken, chicken drumstick, meat, fish, or 6 prawns at your lunch and dinner. Vegetarian examples of protein-rich foods include tofu, tau kwa, dal, beans, and eggs as well. Always try to include at least 1 protein-rich food in each meal. Tip number 4 is to minimize your fat intake. This is because fat slows down digestion of your food. As a result, your blood sugar levels stay high for a longer period of time if you consume an oily and high-fat meal. Besides, high-fat meals are also high in energy, which then causes fast weight gain. Here are some suggestions on how you can reduce your fat intake. Firstly, choose foods that are prepared with less oil, such as switching from prata to toasty. You can also opt for soup noodles instead of fried or dry noodles. And instead of deep fried items such as fried chicken with fries, go for baked or grilled items such as grilled chicken and roasted or baked potatoes. And for items such as pasta or pizza, choose to have it as a tomato sauce base instead of a creamy white sauce base. Lastly, when eating out, don't forget to ask for less oil and gravy, as gravy often has hidden fats in it. Tip number 5 would be to use salt and other sauces in moderation. Your meals don't have to taste bland, as salt does not affect your blood sugar levels directly. However, it is a good habit to take salt in moderation for overall health. There are many ways to make your food still tasty and delicious. This slide will bring you through the various acceptable and restricted ways to flavor your food without impacting your blood sugar levels. Natural herbs and spices can be used freely in your cooking. Items such as garlic, onion, ginger, lemon, lime, and vinegar can also be used to improve the taste of your dishes. For sauces such as soy sauce, oyster sauce, mushroom sauce, and XO sauce, you can still use them moderately in your cooking. It is now important to avoid sweet sauces such as ketchup manis, teriyaki sauce, sweet sauces, and sweet dipping sauces. Sauces such as tomato ketchup and chili sauce need to be controlled to 2 teaspoons or 1 sachet each meal. Thank you for completing part 3 of the series. In the last part of this series, we will be putting together a meal plan to help you to manage your GDM.